I build my body for me, and it's always been about improving my health and to improve my quality of life. I was overweight, I was asthmatic, and I really struggled fitting in at school. Fitness became something for me that allowed me to break through that barrier and become more confident. A bodybuilder to me is somebody who builds their body to not only improve their physical appearance, to build more muscle, but it's definitely to improve the quality of their life. And what comes with that is confidence. And so building my body has become more than just about how I look in the mirror. It's become far more over the years of looking inwards and understanding how it's benefiting my life, that it's become something that I can continue for years to come. It always comes back to, am I happy with what I've achieved within myself, the effort that I've put in? And if I can say yes, then I've won regardless of what I've done. The fitness lifestyle, the bodybuilding lifestyle, whatever you want to, it's become easier because it's not a chore. It's not something I have to do. It's not something I wake up and I think about doing it. It just happens because of the years of repetition, of waking up and doing the things that make me feel good, and it's totally worth it. Like, it's not even...
What's up, guys? Trainer Mike here at the Bodybuilding.com corporate headquarters, and today's a good day because on this Flex Friday we're hitting legs. So a lot of people ask, legs, legs, legs. We want to see legs. We want to see legs work out. And I was training legs on Monday. I like starting the week off with legs, but the majority of the time, probably every other week, I hit legs twice in a week. So today is one of those weeks where we are hitting legs twice in a week. So hit legs on Monday, coming back, hitting legs again today. I'm gonna give you guys a great variation of exercises for legs. So if you're looking for that workout that's gonna help build some functional strength, power, and of course size, this is the right workout for you. We're also gonna burn a ton of calories today. So a lot of times people will ask, well, what's the best workout for weight loss or for muscle gain? This one does it all. You're gonna burn a ton of calories. We're gonna do a lot of muscle damage to both the quads, the hamstrings. We're gonna tear this thing up. So before we get started, guys, make sure, if you haven't already, sign up for that 250K challenge with Bodybuilding.com. We extended the registration, so it's going until the 21st. So if you haven't signed up for the 250K challenge, make sure to do that. You guys got nothing to lose and a whole bunch of stuff to gain from that. So make sure you check that out. All right, today, starting on with the workout, we're starting with trap bar deadlifts. So normally leg day, we start with squats, but we're gonna switch it up for you a little bit today. We're going with trap bar deadlift. One of the best overall exercises for just overall size development, power, strength, functionality. So we're gonna go 10, 8, 6, 6, 3 on our reps today. So it's gonna be a good 5-set exercise for us. We're gonna start off with 3 plates on each side for 10 reps, full resets at the bottom. Yes, I'm wearing straps, call me out if you want, but I'm focusing on legs today, not forearms. So here we go, first set. No belt, 10 reps, full resets. Let's go, guys. Feels good. Trap bar deadlift. Curious, guys, comment below if you like using the trap bar deadlift, if you ever incorporate the trap bar deadlift. Awesome, awesome exercise. Seriously, underutilized by most people.
YouTube wants to know, what does your current split look like?
Current split changes a little bit thanks to these Flex Fridays, but we always start Monday with legs, Tuesday chest, maybe a little bit of triceps in there. Wednesday, delts and abs. Thursday, back. Friday, obviously, whatever we're gonna hit for this week. Then Saturday, usually some kind of beach muscles. Maybe it's arms, maybe it's chest, but something like that.
What's the difference between trap bar deadlifts and normal deadlifts?
So the difference between trap bar and normal deadlifts is going to be where your hands are placed, obviously. With the normal deadlift, with the hands in front of you, you get a little more hamstring involvement, a little more lower back involvement. On this guy, it's more like a squat than it is a deadlift.
Is it the same as the hex bar?
Yes, hex bar, trap bar. It's got a couple different names. So we're gonna throw a 25 on each side now for 8. You guys will notice we got the chucks on for leg day. I do like to wear knee wraps or knee sleeves on leg day as well. Just provide a little extra warmth to those joints, help keep it healthy. Of course, we got the headband of gains on as well. Vital for a leg day, gotta have it. Okay guys, resting about 90 seconds between sets here. Go 8 reps, full resets again, no belt yet. Here we go. It'll suck the breath right out of you. Great calorie burner. Feel this one a lot more in my glutes than I do a traditional deadlift. A little more in my quads as well. Again, probably more closely resembles a squat than your traditional deadlift.
Can you talk more about the benefits of knee wraps?
Yeah, so the knee wraps, guys, I trained a lot of years without them, but the real benefit of them is they help provide, it warms the joint, provides a little more circulation, which keeps it more healthy. So you're able to, you know, exercise obviously without as great of a risk of injury. So knee sleeves, you can't go wrong. It's not like cheating by wearing knee sleeves. It's just gonna help potentially prevent injury, which I'm all about that life. I'm 31 now, guys. I've been training for 11 years. It's important to keep those joints healthy. Make sure you don't have any setbacks from.
If they don't have a trap bar, what's an alternative they could do for this?
If you don't have a trap bar, obviously regular deadlifts are good. You can try dumbbells. We got dumbbell squat. It's coming out. It's gonna be a little different because you're gonna have to go down a little further, but it's a good alternative. Whew. All right, guys. 6 reps. We got 2 sets of 6 reps now. We're gonna go up to 4 plates for this. See how that feels. The full resets are obviously a little more challenging than if we were doing like tap and go, because each rep we have to re-recruit all those muscle fibers in the whole legs, back, posterior chain with each and every rep.
Can you address the handle position, i.e. handles up versus handles down?
Yeah, so some trap bars have the option to put handles down. This one does not. So the handles are up. It's nice when you have the handles that go down because you can actually get a little greater range of motion down to the floor. So you guys will notice here, like when I pick this up, I'm not quite at parallel. So you can't go quite as deep. If the handles go down, you can go a little deeper, get a little greater range of motion. Whew. All right, guys. 2 sets, 6 reps here. Same thing. I'm gonna belt up for this. Usually about 6 reps or less. I'll throw a belt on for. Here we go. Legs, baby. Gotta have them. Loud son of a gun, though. I'll tell you that much. If you're in, what's in my drink today? Got that Dimetized Amino Pro Fruit Punch today. 2 scoops, giving me 5 grams of amino acids, a couple grams of citrulline, some electrolytes. On a leg day, super important that you stay hydrated as well. You lose a lot of water from sweating, from breathing. Notice I'm breathing a lot heavier than I normally do. Legs will suck it right out of you.
Can you talk about belt position and how to actually put the belt on or when to put it on?
You know, belt position, first and foremost, should go on where you're comfortable. I like to wear mine probably a little higher than most people, a little above the belly button for me. But you also have to find, like, you know, if I wear mine too low, I feel like I'm not getting that intra-abdominal pressure. So it's gonna change for everybody's anatomy just a little bit. But you wanna find that point where you really, when you brace, take that big deep breath, the bulk of your midsection is pushing against the belt. All right, 6 reps, tighten up the belt, stop and go, let's go. Legs, baby, legs, woo! It's a good exercise. Start leg day off with this. Maybe you always do squats. Squats are the king of legs, but it's a good change of pace. Try something like a trap bar deadlift.
Hey Mike, I feel pain in my left glute joint, left side of my lower back when I perform deadlifts. Should I be doing conventional deadlifts, wrap deadlifts, or hexabar deadlifts, or should I just skip it?
Yeah, so if you're feeling pain, pain is an indicator that's there to try and tell you to maybe stop doing something. So if you feel like sharp pain anywhere, I'd recommend you not do that exercise. Try foam rolling. So a lot of people will feel pain like upper glute, maybe they're into their lower back. Try foam rolling your piriformis, which is like the upper outside of your butt, to maybe help with that. What's up, brother?
How you doing?
Great, how are you?
So the question is basically, is the deadlift a lower back workout? Why are you doing it like that?
Deadlift, squat's a lower back workout too. Any compound movement for legs is going to involve a lot of lower back. Whether it's squats, whether it's deadlifts. Deadlifts work the entire posterior chain. Now a trap bar deadlift works even more into the quads and glutes. Completely different target on a trap bar deadlift than a conventional deadlift. But you could even do a conventional deadlift on leg day as well. So yes, we're getting some back involvement here, but guys, this is a squat. We are squatting down and coming back up. The weight's not in front of us. We're hinging at the hips, coming down and driving up. It's a leg workout every bit as much as it is a back workout. Okay, final set, 3 reps. We're gonna go up to 5 plates on each side. So we're just shy of 500 pounds here. And we're gonna go for 3 reps. All right. This is gonna be a little more challenging. I need some love, guys. I got to get some love to get this sucker up here. Let's go ahead and push for 3 reps. Last set, best set. Try and drive this sucker up for 3 reps. One last swig to waste a little more time. Let's get to work. Well, yes.
I have problems with my grip for deadlift due to an accident and can't rotate my wrist to do conventional. Is this a good alternative to the conventional deadlift?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you, from injury, not able to rotate your wrist, that's actually pretty common. This neutral grip is really friendly for wrists. So great question. All right, I think I'm ready. 3 reps, deadlifts, let's roll. Trap bar. It's totally different when I'm working out on my own. I got my music jamming. It's completely silent in here. Here we go. Feels good. Move a little weight around. Definitely a little more friendly on the lower back than your conventional deadlifts. So first exercise out of the way. We're going to move on to leg press now. Close stance. Try and target a little more of the quad. So hopefully you guys are good gym citizens, re-racking your weights. We're just going to take the weights right off of here, put them on the leg press. Make it super easy. Do I do shrugs with that weight? I don't ever do shrugs. It's not an exercise I include, but that's kind of like a big shrug when you're doing this. You know, you don't have to isolate your traps in order to work your traps. So just by doing this exercise, ton of trap involvement in there. No. So the question, does drinking those branched chain amino acids during your workout impact your pre-workout at all? If anything, it just enhances it, okay? Pre-workout's primarily there to provide you with energy, focus, improve blood flow. The branched chain amino acids are there to help make sure that you're staying anabolic. They are anti-catabolic during your workout. Pro tip, unload one side of the bar, flip the bar over, bada bing, bada bang. Much easier way to re-rack your weights. So, for the leg press, I think we've got slated here 5 sets. We're gonna go close stance. So again, we just went heavy. We're not trying to go crazy heavy on the leg press here. We're gonna focus on making sure that our feet are close together. We're coming down with a proper range of motion, and we're getting a good contraction out of our quads here. Yeah, you can take creatine during a workout. Nothing wrong with that. You're gonna get a little more out of it if you take it with carbohydrates. So I throw my creatine in with my post-workout shake, which always has like 30 to 100 grams of carbs. All right, guys. Close stance. Feet are closer together here. Really trying to target the quads. So we're gonna go a little lower on the platform as well for 10 reps. A little light, but I want you guys to focus on getting a pause at the bottom of your leg press here. It's not the exercise to use a ton of momentum and start to, compromising your range of motion.
So Jordan on YouTube just started doing deadlifts. Would you recommend
I would start, if you're just starting deadlifts, start with conventional. I think it's an important exercise to learn how to do. It's gonna probably teach you how to hinge at the hips just a little better than a trap bar. So maybe every fourth time throw in a trap bar, but focus primarily on doing it with conventional. I usually do train calves on legs unless I run out of time. You know, legs they're an animal, and sometimes you run out of time, you run out of energy, you vomit, whatever it is, before you have time to do calves. It's fine to throw them in after, you know, training chest or something like that. But today, we will throw in calves. Okay, so we've upped the weight a little bit, nothing crazy, 6 plates on each side. 10 reps, focusing on the quads. So feet are close together, toes are straight up, and we're a little lower on the platform to try and target our quadriceps rexes. You know, it's funny, when I first started lifting, I'd be the guy that would throw 10 plates on each side with that partial range of motion, and it's just not gonna produce any gains. Nobody's impressed by a really big leg press. Focus on your heavy squats and deadlifts. Focus on control and contraction on your other exercises.
What are the benefits of wide stance versus closed stance?
You go a little wide stance, you're gonna hit potentially a little more of your inner leg. If you want to develop more of your adductors, also probably get a little more hamstring involvement if you go wider as well. Leg press is nice because you can change your foot position and start targeting different areas of the leg.
All right, so this is for Twitch. What are your thoughts on starting the workout with abs as opposed to doing them at the end of the workout?
I would save abs for the end of the workout. They require a lot less energy than other muscle groups. Your risk of injury on abs is really low. So save your energy and your focus for, you know, your other muscle groups that require a lot more weight and things like that. Okay, set 3, 10 reps. Try to keep rest time around 60, 90 seconds max on this. Definitely not as taxing as the trap bar. Three sets down. I feel it in my quads. Hopefully you guys are feeling this there. It's a good exercise to have the knee wraps for as well. The lower you go on the platform, the more tension or stress it's going to put on your knee joint. So make sure that is ready for it.
Do you have any advice for somebody with an IT band injury?
IT band injury, if you can, foam roll it. Foam roll the heck out of it, unless it's like you're not able to because of the injury. But a lot of people get really tight in their IT band, especially people that do a lot of running, or maybe people that are dominant on one side. So for me, my left IT band is always a pain in the butt. So this morning, knowing that we had legs today, I rolled it out for a long time, and it hurt like hell.
Facebook. Jerome asks, I've heard and seen people throw up while working via wrestling, training too hard, just working at home. Why does this happen? I mean, is it just a bad time for
I've never thrown up during a workout. Maybe I'm not hardcore enough, but typically that happens when your body has to decide, okay, do I use my blood for digesting food or do I push it to the muscles? And the muscles always win, and then the food's like, well, I don't know what to do here, so let's projectile vomit out. And so usually if you're smart and you eat like a fairly clean meal, 60 to 90 minutes before your workout, no closer, then you're fine. If somebody goes and downs a burrito 15 minutes before leg day, yeah, there's a chance you're gonna vomit. All right, fourth set, 10 reps, quads, baby. Poop. One, two, three, four. Woo. Yes. Feeling good. 4 down, 1 to go.
How long should I keep my workouts?
How long should you keep your workouts? I don't know what the context is, so I'll answer both. So workouts should typically be like, depending, they can be as fast as 30 minutes, probably no longer than 90 minutes. You should change up the type of workouts that you're doing every 4 to 6 weeks.
YouTube, Jordan says he's seen people use bands when they do their deadlifts, so like resistance.
Yeah.
Why do people do that, and do you suggest it?
Yeah, you can use bands as like a progressive resistance. So what that means is it gets harder towards the top of the movement. Unless you're training for like a powerlifting competition, I don't think there's really a whole lot of use for it, to be honest. It's kind of fun. Throw it in to change things up.
Should I cycle off pre-workouts? Or can I just stay there?
Yeah, guys, I never cycle completely off of pre-workouts, but I'll change the amounts that I do. So I might go like, when my calories are low and my energy is low, I might go a full scoop, scoop and a half. Whereas, when my calories are up, I don't need as much energy, maybe a half a scoop. So I would change kind of cycling them, but I never go completely off. I just don't see the point in going off of them completely. There's so many benefits to caffeine prior to training that there's just really no point to completely eliminate it. All right, here we go. Last set. All right, there it is. 5 sets, 10 reps on the leg press, close stance. Try and focus a little more on quads. Next up, we're gonna go to lunges. And for today, we're gonna do double lunges. So I switch it up. Sometimes I'll go single lunges. Sometimes I'll go double lunges. But basically what double lunges is with each step we take, we're gonna go down and up 2 times. Which is a great way to keep the tension on the legs, especially the glutes. So 25-pound weights is all we're gonna use for this. We're gonna go down and back 10 steps each way. I'll see you guys on the flip side of these 10. Turn around, try and eliminate rest time in between, right back at it. Take time, catch your breath. It's a little bit of a cardio workout there.
Is there a hard rule on how low you can go on the leg press?
No. And here's the deal, leg press and how low you go, a lot of it's limited to your hamstring flexibility. You know, it's not, if you have really tight hamstrings and you go so low that it starts pulling your butt off the pad, that's extremely bad for your lower back. So there's really no rule of thumb. Go down as far as you can until you feel that butt start to lift off the pad.
Prefer cardio before or after the workout?
I like doing cardio after my workout. Maybe like a 5-minute warm up beforehand. But other than that, cardio goes after the workout. Again, I wouldn't have energy for this if I did my cardio before my workout. So I always keep track of my heart rate on leg day too. So especially on leg day, I'm in the 64, 65% of my max heart rate. Before I start my next set, I like to be at 60% to make sure I've fully recovered. If I stop talking, take a couple deep breaths, I'll be down to 60. If I start too soon, then it's probably gonna wear out cardio-wise. See, there we are. It's time to go. Good rule of thumb, if you guys wear a heart rate monitor, get down to 60% before you start next set. Here we go. So you'll notice I'm not coming all the way up in between reps. Keep the tension on there. As you fatigue, go to single steps. Whew. Heart rate on those gets up mid-70s, eking up to 80%, 150 beats per minute right now. Some time to recover before we start the next set.
Do you have any advice for people with long legs?
Long legs, you got to train a lot more to fill those long legs out. No, long legs it's just tough because it does take a little more time to fill out long legs, but training's the same. You're gonna train, you do this workout with long legs, you can do all the same stuff. Just gets a little frustrating. They're not going to fill out as quick.
Do you have advice for somebody who can't eat in the morning before their leg workout? What would you do?
You got to have some kind of fuel before your leg workout. If you can't eat, I'd try like at the very least doing like a scoop of whey isolate with like a couple rice cakes, or a scoop of whey isolate with maybe even, start drinking some Gatorade during your workout. A cream of rice is really good for just an easy digesting carb. You could do like a serving of cream of rice, mix in a whey isolate with it. Just keep your fat low and your fiber low. I'll pour some whey isolate in a little bowl, make like a paste with a little bit of water, and put that over a couple of rice cakes for just a super easy digesting meal before I train legs. Okay, we're ready. Let's go. Lunges. So as many double steps as you can, and then go single steps after that. Oh, whew. So they're gonna wipe you out. I was planning on cardio after today's workout. I don't know if I'm gonna need it. We're gonna burn a lot of calories here.
What are your thoughts on lunges with a bar versus dumbbells and plates?
Lunges with a bar are fine. Switch off. Maybe sometimes you'll do lunges with a bar on your shoulders. Maybe sometimes you'll do it holding plates or dumbbells or kettlebells. It all works essentially the same way, same muscle groups for the most part. Sometimes it's just like if your grip's tired and you're trying to do heavy lunges, just throw a bar on your shoulders.
Mike, do you prep your meals for the whole week on one day, or do you prep more than once a week? Also, where do you shop to save the most money on food?
Good questions. I prep twice a week. Sunday night, I prep. And then usually Wednesday night, I'll prep again. You know, protein and veggies, I don't like to push it more than 4 days. I just feel like it starts losing the integrity of the protein and the nutrients in the veggies. So prep twice a week. As far as where I shop, Costco is where I get a lot of my stuff, except for meat. I look for sales on chicken. You know, we have like Albertsons, Fred Meyer's around here. Or sometimes we'll find chicken for like $1.49. Sometimes we'll find your good grass-fed beef for, you know, $2.99, $3.99 a pound. Sometimes you'll find steaks for cheaper. But most of our shopping's done at Costco for like potatoes and rice and peanut butter and almonds and almond milk and eggs and egg whites. Buying in bulk seems to save a lot of money.
If I hear a knocking sound in my knees on a leg day, is that bad?
No, it just means you need to turn the music up a little bit. No, it's not bad to like hear a little knocking or creaking in your joints necessarily. You just want to make sure there's no pain associated with it. A lot of that's just things moving around. It's funny, normally when I train, I don't hear anything because I have headphones in. And on Fridays is when I start hearing things. So as long as there's no pain. Turn it around. Woo! There it is. 4 sets of walking lunges. Out of the way. I'm feeling legitimately burnt right now, but we still got work to do. So next up, we've got goblet squats, supersetted with leg extensions. I'm seriously regretting this decision right now, but we're gonna do it. So 3 sets here. That's the good news. It's not quite as many. So we'll get a dumbbell, come over here. Not trying to go crazy heavy, try and focus on working those quads. Here we go. So we'll probably go, you know, it's easy to go pretty heavy on goblet squats. We're gonna go a little lighter, try and keep our feet closer together to focus more on our quads because we're gonna hit hamstrings after this. So we'll try and go probably, I don't know, 80 pounds. Try and really focus on good range of motion.
In your opinion, how many times a week should a beginner train legs?
Beginner should be training full body 3 times per week, so legs 3 times per week. You're just gonna hit it with a lot less volume than what we're doing today. So you might be like 5 to 8 sets total for legs 3 times, or you know, per day, and then 3 times per week. So just less volume, but you wanna hit them a lot. Important for growth. So sometimes you can do these sitting down like onto a bench. We're not going to do that today. We're gonna focus on just coming nice and low for our goblet squats. Whew. Right over the leg extension. Take just about 10-15 seconds. Catch your breath on the way over. We're gonna go for some nice controlled reps here. Let's go 10 controlled reps on the leg extension. Keep these quads burning. Make sure your seat's adjusted to where your knees are at the proper anchor point here. 10 reps, good and controlled. About 60 seconds rest before we get back on with our goblets.
What are your essential supplements?
Essential supplements, good question. Whey protein is the staple. And then branched chain amino acids are super important. And then moving on to things like creatine and glutamine. Now, I have my general health supplements, which are different, which are like, multivitamin and fish oil are staples. Things like probiotics, CoQ10, CLA, ALA are kind of add-ons, but staples, protein, amino acids are kind of staples for performance, recovery, and then multivitamin and fish oil for general health.
They want to know how tall and how much do you weigh?
Currently 6 feet tall, 5'11" and a half if you want to get technical. That's what they always measure me at for shows. And currently waking up at 2:21 in the morning, going to bed a little closer to 2:30. Okay, next set. Remember, only 3 sets here, so let's get the most out of them. Right over. Get the most out of these supersets. Let's keep it working. Keep it moving quickly. Eight, 9, woo! Hot dog! This is a brutal one, guys. Heart rate's up, 73% of our max heart rate right now. Quads are burning, lungs are burning. It's a good day.
You have to do squats to build big legs.
You don't have to do squats to build big legs, but it's sure the quickest, fastest, most effective way to build the best legs, 100%.
How many years have you been training?
11 years I've been training consistently. So for that, I'd say probably at least 5 days per week for 11 years straight.
Is it better to go heavier on extensions or lighter weight or reps?
Go lighter on extensions, not the exercise to go crazy heavy. As I'm doing like 135, 140 pounds on these. Could I do the whole stack? Yes. You want to control the weight, get the best range of motion possible. Super hard on your knees if you guys try going too heavy on extensions. All right, last set. Then we'll move on to our hamstring superset. Throw the weight down for extra gains. Super important. I'm kidding, don't do that. Respect the weights. 10 reps. 9. Whew. All right, guys, that's it for the quads. I'm gonna grab a stability ball, bring it back over here for hamstrings. So you guys might be wondering, who uses a stability ball to make gains? Well, I, like you, once thought there's no way a stability ball can get me jacked. But truth is, they can do a lot of good for you. So put your ego at the door, grab your stability ball out of the ladies' room, and let's get to work. There was a stability ball right over here. Why didn't anybody tell me that? Right over here. Wasted my energy walking all the way across the gym. Okay, so stiff leg Romanian deadlifts actually with dumbbells, supersetted with a stability ball leg curl, 10 reps. Time to work the hamstrings. Let's get to work, guys. Here we go. Hamstrings, gotta have them. Down we go. Just enough time to kind of catch your breath. Arms out to the side, toes flex back, hips up. Whew. 2 more sets. Tempo plays a huge role in lifting, especially on something like a leg day. As a matter of fact, on anything. You know, on your heavier movements, like your squats, your bench press, your deadlift, your overhead press, tempo plays less of a role. You should try and focus more on moving a lot of weight in a controlled fashion. As you get more isolated with your exercises, guys, just try this for fun. Go out, try your next workout with a 4-second negative, 2-second pause, 1-second eccentric, okay? Or concentric. So down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, up, 1, no rest at the top, right back into it. And then comment, come back to my page and tell me how that felt. It's brutal. The actual muscle damage happens in that negative. So if you want to grow, you gotta slow down your reps. Pre-workout that I take is the Dimetized Pre-Wo. Cannot be beat, okay? Plug for that Dimetized Pre-Wo. I think we got a link going up here right now, but it's unreal for energy, for pumps, plus it tastes really good to boot. So check that out if you haven't tried it yet. Stuff's insane, especially on a day like today. It's you gotta have all the help you can get. Okay, we got set 2, about to go down here. Romanian deadlifts, supersetted with this stability ball leg curl. Let's get to work. Keep your chin tucked in, back straight. Couple seconds to recover, and we're into our leg curl. Toes got to be flexed back here. Super important. Dorsiflex the ankle. little rest before we get back on with it.
Chat wants to know In-N-Out burger or Whataburger.
I've never had Whataburger. To be honest, I've heard pretty good things about it, but In-N-Out, whew, that's tough to beat right there. That's tough to beat. So I can't tell you for sure.
Also, when did Converse come back in style? I did not get the memo.
Well, you missed the memo then. Converse been back in style for a while. There is no better shoe. Yeah, you know, Vans are pretty similar, but Converse, just for overall weightlifting shoe, they're awesome. I mean, yeah, you go spend a couple $100 on some Olympic lifting shoes that work really well for like squats, but they're not going to serve much of a purpose for like lunges or anything like that. So Converse, you want that flat sole, something that gives you good proprioceptive feedback, meaning you can actually like feel what your feet are doing and respond to it.
So Facebook, Carrie wants to know, do you have any advice for a 67-year-old hitting the gym?
Good for you, Carrie, 67-year-old hitting the gym. Yes, don't go overboard. Just consistently try and get in there. Use free weights and cables that you're comfortable with to accomplish your movement. Try to avoid the machines. Machines really aren't going to serve much of a purpose for you. But exercises like this are great for you, Carrie. Find the right weight. Make sure you're comfortable with it. Okay, third set. Here we go. Right into our leg curl. All right, there it is, guys. We got our hamstrings out of the way. The only thing left to do now is calves. So we're gonna do calf raises over here on the Smith machine. Not a whole lot of good uses for the Smith machine. Calves can be one of them. So let's swing around here and finish strong. Why I didn't do back squats. Guys, back squats are the staple of building big legs. You don't have to do them every single leg day. Point of these is to provide you guys with some variety, give you guys some different angles on how you can train legs. And today we chose to go with trap bar deadlifts instead of squats. I would not recommend you do trap bar deadlifts and squats in the same workout. So just giving you guys a little different variety. Back squats are great, but sometimes it's good to switch them up. Try something different. If you guys have been tuning in for these for a while now, you've seen me hit back squats several times. I've got actually a great leg workout up on Bodybuilding.com. You guys can find there if you search my name. It's got my full leg workout, including back squats in there. So I think we'll throw a link up for that if you guys want to check out my full leg day. So we start off with just a plate on each side to feel these out. Big stretch, big contraction. Now calves are one of those muscle groups that are going to respond a little better to more volume. So you're going to have to up your reps. You're going to have to up your sets. I used to get on here and I'd throw 3 plates on each side and bust out 8 to 10 partial reps on calves because I thought I was cool and I forgot to leave my ego at the door. But honestly, 18 reps, 45 on each side, slow and controlled with a big stretch. This little guy's nice. Most gyms don't have one of these, but you can always get one with just by putting some weight plates down.
So, your workout was in the chat, and what are your thoughts on squatting barefoot?
Squatting barefoot, it's good. It's good. I know a lot of people that squat barefoot. I don't, because I don't think there's really that much more benefit to squatting barefoot than there is with chucks on. And I prefer to have some stability when I squat, just a little bit. And so that flat surface on the chucks are gonna help with that. I'm not gonna squat heavy barefoot. I wouldn't recommend that you did either. You could deadlift barefoot heavy, but I wouldn't recommend squatting barefoot.
How many exercises do you do per muscle on leg day?
How many exercises per muscle? I usually do like 16 to 24 sets on leg day. Usually I'll try and hit at least 2 quads, 2 hamstrings, and a calf. Kind of depends. Okay, here we go. Really focus on that squeeze. Whew. That's plenty enough weight when you do your reps like that, and that's brutal right there.
How do different foot placements affect calf raises?
Foot placement really doesn't affect calf raise. That's one of the big myths out there. The calves don't really care where your feet are, to be honest with you. Not that much, not as much as people think. So if you're comfortable, toes out, toes in, fine. But I just go toes straight forward, and it works well for me. So, you know, people tend to complicate things a little too much. And we're talking about a tiny little muscle group here. And so keep it simple. Focus on the quality of the rep. Okay, third set. We'll do 4 sets total here. Whew. I hope you guys try this. I hope you guys give this workout a try. It's a great all-around workout for you. I'm gonna leave here today feeling good. Going into the weekend feeling like, you know what? I can Netflix for 4 hours tonight and I'm not even gonna feel bad about it. Netflix. It's a good time to foam roll. Maybe that's what I'll do.
Leg day, normal running shoe or special lifting shoes?
Never leg day in running shoe. Never, ever, ever, ever. Running shoes are not designed for lifting legs in. Worst shoe you can go lift in is a running shoe on leg day. You need to have something that provides more of a flat sole. Some running shoes now, you know, you want little cushioning, not a lot of cushion, and a flat sole. Okay, if you got a ton of arch support and stuff in there, it's not the shoe for leg day.
Nick on Facebook says, only 4 hours of Netflix? You need at least 8.
I don't know, man. 8 hours for Netflix. It's a little much for me. We, you know, I'm into Parks and Rec right now. I don't know what you guys like on Netflix, but that's usually a pretty good one. I like, you know, watched all The Office, all Parks and Rec, all the Breaking Bad, Dexter, all that stuff. So Stranger Things, of course. But I was done with that in like 2 days. Got to wait a year for another one to come out. All right, here we go. Last set. Whew, there it is, guys. Leg workout is done. Great leg workout. Give that guy a try. If you guys have questions, follow along. Instagram is where I do most of my stuff, @TrainerMike1. there. You can check me out on Facebook, follow along my page there at Trainer Mike Physique. Check me out on Bodybuilding.com, Body Space, Mr. Symmetry. Try this workout out, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. But for now, these legs are toast. Checking out. Boom.